What? Okay, man. Let's go.
So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button really quick because we're always posting videos and there's never a shortage of content on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. So for those of you who watch this channel, you know I'm a huge K-pop girl group fan, and I've always wondered what would happen if I could make my own group. So what I have done is created a set of simple rules and created my own K-pop supergroup. And before we start, I already know that nobody's going to agree with this list, right? Obviously, it's based on my own biases, opinions, and reasons. But I want you guys to comment below when this video is over what your group would be and why. So let's start off with a few ground rules before we get rolling. Rule number 1, you must establish the size of the group before you add members to it. Rule number 2, you get only one member from each group, except from one of those groups, you are allowed to have 2 members, but only one group. And rule number 3, you must have at least one member that fulfills all of the standard K-pop roles, which would be leader, main vocal, lead vocal, sub vocal, rapper, and main dancer. You can create additional roles on top of these standards if you wish, but these ones must be adhered to. So with all those rules out of the way, let's start making our supergroup. So following rule number 1, my group is going to have 11 members. I feel that this is the proper number for a girl group to have enough diversity in terms of overall look, appearance, ability, whether it be singing, dancing, etc., that you can really mix it up, you can change the concepts properly and make it work, while at the same time, you know, not having to pay backup dancers and all that kind of stuff, so you can keep costs down. And yes, I am coming at this from more of a producer standpoint versus like a biased fanboy standpoint. So I suggest you try it the same way. It actually makes it a lot more difficult versus just throwing your biases in there. The leader responsibility of this group is actually going to be a little different. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to have a dual leadership responsibility. So I'm going to have 2 leaders on equal footing. And the reason I want to do that is I feel like the K-pop game is so stressful overall, and there's so much pressure put on these people that somebody might need a break sometime, or maybe somebody can't be emotionally stable all the time. It's not a fair request. So we're going to put 2 people in charge, and I'm going to make sure that their personalities are different enough to handle whatever may come at them. So the first leader, and I want you to bear with me on this one because you're probably not going to like it, but the first leader is going to be Chang Zhao from Cosmic Girls. The reason for this is because, have you seen her when she's on that Produce 101 ripoff show in China?
黄若涵，就是我刚刚看到你坐在后面睡觉。如果我是你的话，我挑成你现在这个程度的话，我不敢闭眼睛。
She's so forceful, but she's got this quiet cool about her all the time. Like, she's one of those leaders that does her job, knows her role, shuts her mouth, but if you fuck up, she's gonna tell you about it, and you can't say shit back because she busts her ass on the reg, and she knows what's up. And she seems like she knows what to overlook, but she knows when to call people on something, and she gets results. Her personality is perfect for the quiet, competent leadership role. Now, the second leader, I'm gonna save for the end because it's necessary to fully bring the whole group together and explain why the cohesion will work. So you're gonna have to hang around to the end of this video to see who the second leader would be and why. Next up, main vocals. Main vocals of this group, I'm gonna have 3 main vocalists, and that is to create a group no one's ever seen before. I'm looking to get that next level group where whatever you want to sing, they can sing it. However big you want to go, however soft you want to go, however soulful you want to go, the main vocalist can handle it and tear that shit up. So we're going to have 3. The first one is going to be TAEYEON. For obvious reasons, she's the queen of K-pop. It is TAEYEON. Her voice is immediately recognizable. She has the ability to control a whole room by herself, and she can hang with the best of them vocally. Number 2 is going to be HYORIN. She's got that soft, sultry kind of voice, and arguably probably the second best voice in K-pop in terms of bigness anyway. Like, she could compete with Ailey in terms of her range sometimes and her huskiness that she can add into her voice, which is awesome. Third, we have EUNJI. Now, EUNJI, her voice is crisp and it's pure, and she has the personality to sort of hold the other two together, I think. Because I think HYORIN can be a little bit diva-ish, and TAEYEON can be a little bit reclusive and depressed, I think, sometimes. EUNJI is sort of a stable personality. She's sort of realized who she is, and I think she's gonna be able to hold these two together, and all 3 of their voices are gonna tie together really well. And no matter what type of song we do, no matter what type of music we do, one or the other of the 3 can take the lead, while their other one's voices will mesh really well with them. Next up is lead vocals. Lead vocals is challenging because you have 3 really strong main vocals. So what I did was I decided to go with a combination of like a really solid voice, but not that next level voice, but also like a cute, sexy kind of vibe. So we went with MINAH from Girls' Day. And Choa from AOA. I know she's not technically an AOA anymore, but nobody really knows what she's going to do. So for this damn video, she's coming back. I went and talked to her, and she was like, no, I don't want to be in a group anymore. I'm like, listen, your contract's going to be cool. You can be able to do whatever you want. No more slave contract. No more starvation contract. Eat whatever you want, girl. And she was cool. She's like, all right, I'm back in the game. So that's the way it works. But I think they'll both mesh really well. They don't both have really, really strong voices, but they have really, really good voices and they're dependable. And they will back up the 3 main vocalists excellently. And if one of them's ever sick, they could fill in if necessary, and it would work. Next up is sub vocals, and it's gonna have to wait because then I'm gonna give away other people I have in the group, and I can't do that yet. So we're gonna save that till second to last. But after that, we have the rapper. Now I know usually there's like a main rapper and a sub rapper, but fuck that shit. That's stupid. All right, no. We're gonna do this the best way I've seen it work, which is Monster X style. We're gonna have dual rappers who are going to share the responsibility and the spotlight. Because let's face it, these people are already famous. We don't need them stepping on each other's toes. Another reason to make them share, you know, to create more cohesion amongst the group. So the rappers, this was a really hard choice. This was a really hard decision because there's not a ton of rappers that I like in terms of the females in K-pop. There's a lot of them that sound the same and a lot of them that are decent, but not a lot of them that sort of would fit the certain je ne sais quoi that I was going for. You know, I did dabble with Hyuna and I dabbled with Hwasa and you know, that kind of thing. And I was like, no, it's not fitting what I'm going for. And then I was like, I got it. Everybody does CL, everybody does Hyuna. And I feel like I wanted to mix old school and new school overall with the group. So I decided on, I think, an interesting tandem that have enough sass and enough, you know, pop to really make it jump when it's time to stop the singing and it hits that rap break. Everybody's gonna be like waiting for it. They're gonna be like, yes, this is the shit I was waiting for, because you know K-pop, you gotta cram rap in there. Even if it's not necessary for the song, you still have to cram it in because that's how the formula works. So if we're gonna cram that shit in because we have to, we're gonna do it epically. And we're gonna have EUNJI from IOI/Wikimiki.
말하지 않아도 어느 생각 끄덕이는 곡에 난 마술사도 왔는데 네 머리 위에서 너네 준비됐으면 다시 한번 가볼까 이번에도 넌 어쩌겠니 한눈하지 말고 어쩌겠어 집중해봐 너에게로 올 것까지 무사히 이건 신의 자신 기회야 뭐해 달려와 붙잡지 않고 이건 어깨랑 가슴 중에 머리는 굴리지 않기로 해난 궁금하고 답답하고 헷갈리고 애매한 거 별로 걸어만 해봐 어떻게
And Jennie from Blackpink.
Click clack bada bing bada boom 문을 박차면 모두 날 바라봄 남자들이 날 매일 check out 대부분이 날 가질 수 있다 착각할 때 많은 거 원치 않아 맘을 원해 난 사실은 난 더 바라는 게 없어 이제 심장은 뛰긴 하는 건지 무감각해 그래 사람들과의 억지스런 한마디보다 너와의 어색한 침묵이 차라리 좀
Tell me that shit wouldn't be hot as hell. Tell me that shit as soon as you heard that beat drop and it's just like, oh shit, here they come, and the fucking sass from EUNJI and Jennie comes out and they share that rap line back and forth and they have like a little fake rap battle. That shit would be sick. It's gonna be freaking dope. And you know everybody's gonna know every part of the rap song that they sing. Next up is the main dancer line. You're not calling it a line because we're not doing sub dancers and we're not doing any of that BS. We're gonna have 4 main dancers in this group. So that means the other girls are gonna drop back and maybe do a little something, but these 4 are gonna step forward and tear shit up. And I'm telling you, it's gonna work. It's gonna be hot as shit. You're gonna be able to switch up the choreo. It's gonna create a whole new element you haven't really seen much in K-pop or at all. And it's gonna be hot. So the first one is gonna be Chang Zhao. She's the center of WJSN. She is one of those dancers. When she dances, she has a certain swag about her that just makes you go, yes, this girl can dance. And you can tell she can literally dance to anything, and it works. Plus, her overall look is very different, so she pops. Next, Momo. Come on, it's Momo. I mean, anybody who watches K-pop and goes, who is a good dancer? It's Momo. I mean, Momo is almost always in your top 1 or 2 when you think of K-pop dancers. She's just got that X factor. She's just something about her. She can't really sing that great. She can't really rap that great. They're not bad. They're just not like, you know, really high quality. But her dancing is amazing. She has exactly what you need to be a main or lead dancer. Third, we have somebody you probably wouldn't expect, which would be Miju from the Lovelies. So if you're not a fan of the Lovelies or you don't know much about them, the Lovelies have a concept that I personally like. I don't know what the hell you call it. It's like a dreamy, cutesy concept. I don't know. They've been sticking with it for a while now. And it works for them. It does. But it sort of doesn't let Miju shine. Like, she should be in a girl crush concept. She would fit that much better. But if you've ever seen her on Weekly Idol or any of the reality shows that they do, she's got like billion times personality that she's not allowed to show. She has so much charisma and swag, it's ridiculous. And her dancing, she can dance to anything. Her dancing is next level. She's just one of those people, like, just like Momo, when she moves her body, like, everything is committed to. She sticks it, and everything, she believes it. You know what I mean? And you believe it, that she believes it. She has that X factor. And I'm telling you, when I add the fourth one in, this line is going to be nasty. And the fourth one is obviously going to be EUNJI from IOI/Wikimiki. EUNJI becomes an entirely different person when she dances and or raps. And if you know what I'm talking about, you completely agree with me right now. I see you going, yeah, he right. Yeah, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. Because she's just like, whoa, what just happened? Like, if you watch Produce 101, all of a sudden she'd be like, and she'd be like, what the hell? Like, she just transformed into a different person. She's like a Decepticon. So before I get to the sub vocalist, because it will spoil who the second leader is going to be, let me tell you who the second leader is going to be. The second leader is going to be what is in sports terminology called the glue. And this is something that any championship team will have. If you look at basketball for an example, basketball always has what they consider a glue guy, especially in a championship team. Now, the glue guy is not always the best person on the team. In fact, it's very rarely the best person on the team. It's more or less either a veteran or somebody who just has that type of personality that everybody loves. I think most of us know that guy or that girl that it's like, everybody loves you. Dude, you're that dude. Like, everybody knows you. Everybody likes you. You're cool as hell. Nobody has anything bad to say about you. You're just awesome. That is the person that is the glue person. They take all of the other personalities and somehow when they're filtered through themselves, they all mesh. You take that person away and the team falls apart. It's the weirdest damn thing. If you've never been on a sports team, you might not understand firsthand. But if you have been on a sports team, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The glue, the second leader, is going to be Bomi from A-Pink. And I'm exercising my rule to have a second member from the same girl group. So this is two members from A-Pink, but Bomi is the glue. She is always looking to have a good time. When she's around, everybody else's personality, energy level is raised. Nobody doesn't like Bomi. Everybody loves Bomi, okay? She is extremely likable. You get along with her no matter what. She is the yin to Chang Zhao's yang, because Chang Zhao is very quiet, very reserved, very driven, and can be forceful when necessary, and can back it up with having been the example. Bomi is the opposite. She is outgoing, she's playful, she's jokey, and she brings a sense of fun into the room that might otherwise be missing. And that is why she is absolutely essential to have in a leadership role within a group and have that established ahead of time. So with that being said, the sub vocals are obviously going to be Bomi, Miju, and Momo. So that is my K-pop supergirl group. And obviously there's a ton of different variations you could make. I mean, this took me hours to make this list. There was a lot of thought that went into me making this list and who is going to be in the group and why. So guys, now that you see my list and you know the reasons why, I want you to tell me two things in the comments below. How many members your group would have and who would be in it. And if you're feeling froggy and you feel like typing a little bit, let me know why. Guys, if you like this video and you want to see more, do not forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little alarm button so you know whenever I post a new video. And as always, keep on popping, K-Poppers. Remember, it's not a trend, it's a lifestyle. Deuces.